Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Tatianna Anesa. We have a very interesting and exciting video today. You guys already know by the title what we're going to be playing with today, and that is some new products from Rare Beauty. Honestly, Rare Beauty is a brand that took the internet by storm, so whenever they come up with new products, I get excited because I always am excited to see what she's going to come out with next. So I did pick up one of her new setting powder shades, as well as the bronzer stick, which we're going to play with today, and then one of her new blush shades as well. We're going to get into all of that, the application, my thoughts, how I feel, first impressions, all of that good stuff. So if you guys want to see all of that and more, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so I have the goods. I look crazy right now. I do have on my SPF, my primer, it's a little natural eye look, and my brows, but everything else I wanted to do on camera with you guys to try out everything and see, okay, which I'm super excited about. Let me fix my lighting because it looks a little off over here. First things first, Rare Beauty just came out with 2 new products to her line, but also new shades in her blushes. So I did pick up one of the bronzer sticks. This is the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick. I have the shade Full of Life. This says it is a mistake-proof bronzer in a convenient stick that's formulated to melt seamlessly into skin for natural looking warmth and dimension. Other product she came out with is the Always an Optimist Soft Radiance Setting Powder. It is a super fine, loose setting powder that melts with your makeup to smooth, blur, and set with a soft, radiant finish. I picked up the shade Medium Deep. We're going to get into the shade that I picked up in a second. And lastly, for blushes, she came out with, I believe, 3 new shades in her blush line. So I picked up the shade Believe. This is a really gorgeous mauve blush. I have worn this before already, but I am going to use it in today's video. Let me go ahead and get my base on. I decided that since this is a Rare Beauty video, I might as well go in with my Rare Beauty foundation, which I haven't wore in so long. I hope this is still a good shade for me. I am in the shade 460W. What I like to do is apply the Rare Beauty foundation in a dot motion because it is a doe foot applicator, but I really do feel like that one dip out of the bottle is literally all that you need for this foundation. Honestly, like, I'm still going. Just smooth all of this in. So now that my foundation is on, honestly, you guys, I haven't used this foundation in a hot minute, but I just love how beautiful the Rare Beauty foundation is. I don't have the concealer because I did declutter it. I was not the biggest fan of it. But for today's concealer, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. And then we're going to try out the bronzer. Let's go ahead and dive into the bronzer first. So let me tell you guys about this bronzer, because I believe she only came out with about 6 shades in this bronzer. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it in Sephora, I was very disappointed with the shade range. I swatched literally all of them, and I swatched the deepest shade, but it was really red, and then the shade above the deepest shade, which is the shade I ended up picking up, I honestly was still kind of skeptical about the shade. I was kind of like, is this gonna show up on my skin tone? I honestly think that she should have came out with a couple more shades because the shade range is honestly not my favorite. It's not the best, but this is what the component looks like. It's really pretty. I love Rare Beauty's packaging. It's so sleek and beautiful. Like I said, I picked up the shade Full of Life, and I am gonna go ahead and swatch it for you guys so you guys could see it, because it looks super red, but this is not the deepest shade. But the deepest shade looked even more red than this one. But we're gonna try this out and we're gonna see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Ooh, that literally looks super duper red. All right. That looks super red. We're gonna see. Let me blend this out. I mean, it's working. It blends beautifully. Not gonna even lie, it does blend out really beautifully. Let's try this side here and this here. Seems so weird to me that this is what I'm using this product for bronzer, when I usually just use a powder bronzer, but I do use a stick for my contour. So maybe that's why it's hard to look at the shades and be like, okay, I don't know, is that gonna work for me or not? But to be honest, you guys, I literally think this works beautifully as a bronzer. I feel like I'm using so much though, but I do want to see how this looks when I build it up. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Haley's Beauty Refresh Setting Spray just to like make my face look less dry than what it does, if that makes sense. My face was starting to look a little bit dry, but what do you guys think about the bronzer shade? I mean, it definitely did bronze. I feel like I still would go in with a powder bronzer on top of this, but I'm not mad at it though. It's just so hard to look past the shades because we're so used to contour sticks and not necessarily like bronzer sticks. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and try the powder. Now, honestly, you guys, this says a soft radiance powder. I must have not read it correctly because I didn't realize this was a radiance powder, and when this is another product where I saw the shades and I was like, hold on, what am I going to use to brighten up under the eyes? Because literally there was nothing to brighten up with. It was either too grayish looking or too light. Like I was about to pick up the lightest shade, but that wasn't even translucent. It literally just said light. But I have the shade medium deep. This is what the component looks like. It honestly looks really pretty. Once again, Rare Beauty has that really pretty packaging. What I love most about this powder is the inside. It has the Rare Beauty logo. You can move this and close it. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with this because I think I'm gonna use this powder to kind of clean up everything under here. I'm gonna contour just a little bit because I want to be able to see how this product would clean up. So I'm gonna add a little bit of contour. Oh my gosh, I'm almost forgetting about the blush. We need to go in with the blush. So this is the shade Believe. This is one of the new mauve blush shades she released with her blushes. So we're gonna go ahead and add this shade here. So pretty. I like a lot of blush. You guys know that already. And I'm just gonna tap this in. This is so beautiful. Like so beautiful. If you guys have not tried the Rare Beauty blushes yet, you guys are seriously missing out because her blushes are probably my favorite product from Rare Beauty, like hands down. And this blush shade is just a beautiful everyday kind of blush and I love it. I literally love this blush so much. Let's go into this powder. So I'm gonna take a little bit in the cap. Oh my God, I'm so scared because this is giving me like hourglass kind of vibes when it says radiant, so I don't know how I feel about it. This shade is gonna be a little bit too deep to put under my eyes. I don't want y'all to be mad at me because I didn't set under my eyes, but honestly, none of the shades in the lighter one look like it could fit, like it could go under my eyes, to be honest. Like I just was like, I don't know how those shades are gonna work, so I was like, you know what, let me get it for like a face kind of thing, because usually I don't like to put radiant powders under my eyes. I like to use it all over my face. And we're gonna go ahead and just start to set the face with this powder. Okay, super, super soft. Blends beautifully. Like it's a very soft powder. This is honestly a really, really good shade for my skin tone. Like I'm honestly not even like mad at it at all. It's really pretty. I don't know, do I see like radiance in this though? Like am I getting radiance vibes? I don't necessarily think that I am. But this powder is really beautiful. It sets everything beautifully. My face does not feel cakey. It does definitely feel set. And this is a powder I can use all over my face to set and it won't alter. Dang, okay, now I really feel like I should have gotten something to go under the eyes because this is not the shades. I just needed, like, if that light shade was translucent, then it would be a different story. But I don't know. This is actually really pretty though. I actually really, really like this powder. I don't really see like little glittery sparkles like I see in the Hourglass powder. That's the only powder I can compare it to because that's the only other setting powder I have in my collection that will have that radiant kind of effect and look to it. But this is beautiful. I love the powder. I think the powder, aside from the blush, of course, is like my favorite thing I tried. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the rest of my face and we're going to be back with my final thoughts on these new Rare Beauty products. All right, guys. So final thoughts on the new Rare Beauty setting powder and bronzer stick. Let's go ahead and start off with the bronzing stick. I personally think that it is a very different product than what we're typically used to. We are used to contour sticks with a lot darker of a shade in general, but this is just so like either orangey. It's like super, super warm because it is a bronzer stick, and that's something that we probably just do have to keep in mind. Me personally, I don't really think that I would remember to pick up this product because I would easily just reach for a bronzing powder because I just think it's a lot easier to work with. Also, a contour stick is also easier to work with because you place it, you know where you want it to go to kind of like chisel out the cheeks. If you don't like to contour and you just think it's too harsh, you might really like this product if you could find the shade that you like the best. I do think that we still should have a lot more shades for this, but hopefully in the future we get some. But me personally, I don't think that that is a product I would remember to reach for. On a different note, the setting powder is a very, very good powder. It's really, really lightweight. It's fine. It does have that radiance to it, but it's not like you can't see it. There's like no little sparkles or little glitters on your face that you can see. I do like that about the powder. It really did set my face. And this is a powder that usually I don't use loose powders to set my face. I use pressed powders, but this is a loose powder I have no problem using to set my entire face. I actually really like this product. This is my favorite product I tried today. Kind of do wish that there were more shades, like more yellowy banana kind of shades to go under the eyes for deeper complexions, because if you guys were to look at the shade range, you will see that there really isn't any powders before this one that will have like that banana-y kind of color to brighten under the eyes. It's not a brightening powder. It really is just a setting powder. It's just going to set your face. You're not really going to get any brighten effect with it. I think you're probably going to most likely find a shade that's going to help set your face rather than set under your eyes. There is a deeper shade than this one, which I am happy about. I'm super happy that these shades go very, very deep so that deeper complexions can have a powder shade that they can use to set their face. Same for like fairer complexions. There is a lighter powder. It's very, very light where you can use it to set your entire face. So that's a really, really good thing. I do think that these powders were intended to set your face and not really to set under your eyes for that brightened look. And then the last product I tried, which I already tried, I know I already love, it's the Rare Beauty blush. She came out with 3 new shades, and honestly, I can say from those 3 shades, they are beautiful everyday shades. If you felt like her initial release on her blushes was more like summery, spring, really, really bright, too intimidating, I think you're really gonna like the 3 new shades she just came out with because they are in the mauve family, and there's something for everyone. Also, she did release the shade Hope that was in her little holiday trio set in a full-size single, so that is one of the new shades as well. So if you love the shade Hope, I think you're really, really gonna love that she came out with a full size for it. But yeah, so that is my thoughts on the new Rare Beauty products. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about these products, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.